Have you ever wondered what you could accomplish if you had more time? We all get the same 24 hours in a day, yet some people seem to achieve the impossible. Billionaires, for example. How do they do it? Is there some secret time management hack only they know about? Well, today we're pulling back the curtain. It's not about magic, it's about mindset and method. Let's dive into the fascinating world of how billionaires manage their most valuable asset, time. First things first, let's bust a myth. Billionaires don't necessarily work more hours than everyone else. In fact, many of them are masters of working less, but achieving more. How? The secret lies in a concept that might sound simple, but is incredibly powerful. Ruthless prioritization. Think about it. Your time is a finite resource. Every minute you spend on one thing is a minute you can't spend on another. People like Warren Buffett understand this to their core. He is famous for his toolist strategy. He advises making a list of your top 25 career goals. Then, circle the top 5 most important ones. Here's the kicker. The other 20 goals don't become your second priority list. They become your avoider costs list. Why? Because they are interesting enough to distract you, but not important enough to truly move the needle. These are the biggest threats to your success. By focusing intensely on just a few key objectives, you channel all your energy where it matters most, creating monumental results instead of mediocre progress across many areas. This isn't just about being busy, it's about being effective. So, how do they decide what makes it into that top 5? It all comes down to leverage. Billionaires are constantly asking themselves, what is the highest and best use of my time right now? This question forces them to think in terms of impact. Is answering this email the best use of my time, or could I be strategizing the next big product launch? For most tasks, the answer is no. This leads to the second key principle, delegation. They build incredible teams and trust them to handle the details. Jeff Bezos is known for what he calls disagree and commit. He hires smart people, and even if he doesn't agree with their proposed solution, he will often empower them to run with it. He recognizes that his time is better spent on one-way door decisions, the big, irreversible choices that only he can make. Everything else, the two-way door decisions that can be easily reversed, are delegated. This frees up his mental bandwidth to focus on innovating and steering the ship, rather than getting bogged down in the engine room. It's about being a leader, not a doer of everything. Another powerful tool in their arsenal is if you look at Elon Musk's schedule, it's a masterclass in this technique. His day is broken down into 5-minute slots. Now, that might sound extreme, but the principle is what matters. Instead of a vague to-do list, they have a concrete plan for their day. Every minute has a purpose. This isn't about being rigid. It's about being intentional. When you schedule a task, you're making a commitment to it. This prevents what we call decision fatigue. Instead of constantly wondering, what should I do next? The decision is already made. You just execute. Mark Zuckerberg famously wears the same style of t-shirt every day to eliminate one small decision from his morning. Billionaires apply this same logic to their entire schedule. By planning their days with precision, they eliminate wasted time and mental energy, allowing them to operate at peak performance when it truly counts. Now, you might be thinking, this sounds exhausting. All work and no play. That's another common misconception. Billionaires are often incredibly disciplined about scheduling downtime. Bill Gates is famous for his Think Weeks, where he'll retreat to a cabin with a pile of books and papers, completely disconnected from the daily grind. Why? Because he understands that creativity and big ideas don't happen when you're buried in emails. They happen when you have space to think, to read, to reflect. They schedule everything, including family time, exercise, and hobbies. Jeff Bezos makes it a point to have a leisurely breakfast with his family and aims for 8 hours of sleep. He knows that being well rested and present with his loved ones isn't a luxury. It's a critical component of long-term success and decision-making. Burnout is the enemy of productivity. These titans of industry aren't machines. They understand the importance of recharging their batteries so they can come back stronger, more focused, and more creative. Let's talk about meetings. How many hours have you wasted in unproductive meetings? Billionaires are notoriously allergic to them. They have strict rules to make meetings count. First, the 2-pizza rule from Jeff Bezos: never have a meeting where 2 pizzas could unfeed the entire group. This keeps meetings small, agile, and focused. Second, always have a clear agenda and a desired outcome. If you don't know why you're meeting, you shouldn't be meeting at all. Steve Jobs was known for kicking people out of meetings if they weren't essential to the conversation. It might sound harsh, but it protected the time and focus of everyone involved. They treat meetings as a significant cost, not just a default way to communicate. They prefer a quick, well-written email or a brief call. They value clear, concise communication that gets straight to the point, respecting everyone's time. And finally, there's the power of saying no. Warren Buffett once said, "The difference between successful people and really successful people is that really successful people say no to almost everything." This ties back to the ruthless prioritization we talked about earlier. Every time you say yes to something, you're implicitly saying no to something else. Billionaires are gatekeepers of their own time. They say no to requests, opportunities, and distractions that don't align with their top priorities. This isn't about being rude. It's about being disciplined and strategic. They understand that their focus is their superpower. By protecting it fiercely, they ensure they are always moving toward their most important goals. It takes courage to say no, but it's a muscle that gets stronger with use and is absolutely essential for achieving extraordinary things. So, to recap, it's not about having more hours in the day. It's about ruthless prioritization to to focus on what truly matters. It's about leveraging your time by delegating tasks and empowering your team. It's about intentional planning through time blocking to eliminate decision fatigue. It's about strategically scheduling downtime to recharge and foster creativity. It's about running hyper-efficient meetings or avoiding them altogether. And finally, it's about mastering the art of saying no to protect your focus. You don't need to be a billionaire to apply these principles. Start small. What's the one thing you can delegate this week? Can you block out 30 minutes for deep, focused work tomorrow? Can you say no to one request that doesn't align with your goals? By changing how you view and manage your time, you can unlock a level of productivity and accomplishment you never thought possible. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you found these insights as fascinating as I do. If you enjoyed this video and want more content to help you level up your life, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. We have a lot more coming your way. Let me know in the comments which of these time management strategies you're going to try first. Until next time, take control of your time and go make great things happen.